just want to get your reaction to the statement from the immigration minister and how this decision to cancel Novak Djokovic's visa again was justified.
Yeah, look, my instant reaction is I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all the decision has come. I'm not even surprised that it's taken this long for it to come. And frankly, there's just not enough detail in the statement. And this is not a criticism of the minister for this, but there's not enough detail in the statement for us to properly understand the grounds. We've heard just a moment ago there, the act is very broad. And really all the minister has said is, I think it's in the public interest to do so. How is it in the public interest? And that will be that explanation will be something that will have been given to Djokovic's team, and they'll have a far more detail of that on the actual decision that will have been handed to them. And that will be what he and his lawyers will be poring over right now and preparing to take this to the Federal Circuit Court again.
I just want to remind our viewers what Alex Hawke, the immigration minister, wrote in this statement that you just referred to just then. He said, quote, "Today I exercised my power to cancel the visa held by Mr. Novak Djokovic on health and good order grounds on the basis that it was in the public interest to do so," unquote. And, you know, Justin, just now you said you weren't surprised by this statement, but you also said that there's not enough detail. Is that a concern in the eyes of the government? Is this decision bulletproof or is it not? Could it get overturned again?
So this is all we've got at the moment is a press release. That's all. There will be a document, an actual decision cancelling his visa. That document will be far more detailed and will, or it better, otherwise it'll be quickly overturned, but it will almost certainly explain how it is in the public interest. For example, it could say that they need to do it in order to send a message to the Australian public about the importance of vaccinations. They might say we need to send a message to the wider global community about how strictly we enforce the policy of not letting in unvaccinated people into the country. It might actually be he is actually physically a risk because although he may be testing negative at the moment, he's more likely to get it and pass it on if he's unvaccinated. So, I mean, I've just thrown up 3 possible reasons. There could be 10 other reasons. We don't know what they are, but we're soon to find out, I expect. I can't imagine Novak Djokovic will pack his bags and head straight to the airport. I expect his lawyers will pack their compendiums and head straight to the Federal Circuit Court.
And if they do that, does Novak Djokovic and his legal team, do they have an arguable case to appeal? And if he does go ahead and appeal, and there's a lot of belief that he will do so, can he stay in country while he appeals?
Yeah, look, all great questions. The first point enough able to get before a judge in the very limited time. It's now well after hours here on a Friday night. It's almost 7 o'clock on a Friday night. Normally judges are long gone, but this particular judge said on Monday that he would make himself available to hear the matter at short notice, and he asked to be kept in the loop as decision-making was occurring. So I expect this judge knew this well before us, and I expect that there may already be a hearing going on as we're speaking, but if there isn't, it'll be happening within hours of now. Then the big question about what will happen in the meantime. Djokovic needs to show 2 things. The first thing is, as you mentioned, an arguable case. Can he do that or not? It's hard to say. We need to see the minister's grounds and then Djokovic's grounds attacking those grounds first. But if he can show that he has an arguable case, then he needs to show he needs a temporary injunction, because he can't win the Australian Open in March, but the government can still deport him in March. So he will be worse off if his rights are unjustly denied than the government would be worse off if their rights are unjustly denied. And if he can prove those 2 things, he gets a temporary injunction. And then the next question, does that temporary injunction just mean he stays in Australia but in detention? And I think that's unlikely. If he gets the temporary injunction, it will be for the purpose to play and train for the Australian Open, and he'll be allowed to do that. So I think there's either two options. He's on a plane out of here this weekend, or he's able to stay, play and train. If you wanted me to put my money where my mouth is and bet on it, I would suggest he's more likely than not to get an injunction and will be playing at the Australian Open.
Wow. Justin Quill, thank you very much for giving us the legal roadmap, what we could very well expect to happen next for Novak Djokovic, putting down your money on being able to see him play at the Australian Open, too. That would be quite a bold move to witness, especially the reaction in the stands if that happens. Thank you so much, sir. Take care. You're watching CNN. We'll be back right after this.